you were to take an improvised scene, explore it, polish it, and rehearse it to the point where you have managed to discover its unique creative value, aesthetic beauty, and deep well of meaning, you will be close to envisioning what the process of devised theater looks like. Now, imagine that this process is being driven by a collective of creative minds, each being led by their own inner questions while also building a joint vision for the group's journey, finding their voice and finding the collective voice at the same time. This is the power of creative agency. And in this course, I'll show you how to use devised theater tools and harness their power for well-being and education. I'm Anna O'Callaghan, theater director, producer, and teacher. Most people would define devised theater as a technique to develop theatrical performances that begin with no text or script. Instead, the source material is the minds and bodies of the artists involved in the production. Devising theater is not just making it up as we go along. It is a journey of fertile exploration that calls for the participants to be present and committed to their artistic voice and possibilities. Many years ago, I was teaching a devised theater workshop for children, and everything seemed to be going well. I had gathered all the kids in town and was using the public basketball court to do all the activities. I had noticed one boy wandering around the area, looking from a distance. He would sometimes do stuff to distract the others and mildly sabotage what we were trying to do. I had tried to approach him a couple of times, but he would always run away. Yet, he kept coming back, and every day he would hang out closer and closer to the area. One day, I managed to talk to him. I said, "We're creating a play together. Would you like to be in it?" He replied that he didn't want to act. I probably said something mildly encouraging like, "Oh, well, you won't know until you try." But he truly didn't want to. So before he could escape, I added, "Well, you don't have to act. There are other things you can do. You can help me." His face lit up. And for the first time, he really saw me. "Okay," he said, and finally walked in to join the group. The little boy's whole attitude changed from that moment onward. He was engaged, interested, and helpful. He would share opinions and was especially keen on being my assistant director and props master. In my mind, he had been throwing rocks at a glass house that was not his own, which he thought had no space for him. He'd felt excluded from the get-go. He wasn't just a shy kid that needed convincing. He just truly didn't want to act. So he saw no point in getting involved. After the possibilities were revealed, it turns out that the house had many different rooms, and one had his name on it. This experience got me thinking about the multidisciplinary nature of the theater collective. Theater, as a community or school experience, offers many possible ways for everyone to take part. The collective creation nature of the production process, especially in devised theater, is highly empowering for all participants in different roles. Yet everything is connected. Every skill, talent, question, and idea within a production informs the others. And so what the audience eventually sees is the absolute harmony of diversity in a shared purpose. Participating in devised theater is the perfect environment to develop a strong sense of creative agency alongside ensemble collaboration. Creative agency is the ability to express and freely explore your own questions, thoughts, and ideas through creative actions. Creative agency not only gives students a vision of what they want and how to get there, but it also allows them to adapt, adjust, and reinvent along the way. Devised theater starts with a question that is driven by the creative agency of the individual and the collective. Developing and enhancing your sense of agency is crucial to your holistic well-being. It is a way in which you recognize yourself as an active being with the ability to decide something and take the necessary steps to achieve it. Many studies, like Dr. Albert Bandura's paper, Self-Efficacy Toward a Unifying Theory of Behavioral Change, have linked a sense of agency with cognitive development, self-awareness, self-efficacy, self-actualization, and theory of mind. In the context of education, developing a sense of agency in your students is an essential factor to enhance their learning experience and sense of self. In devised theater, actors might not be given lines to learn written by others or well-defined characters on their first rehearsal. They are invited to mine their collective interests, passions, and imagination to create original work. The roles of writer, director, and performer become fluid, which empowers the artists in the creation process. Devised theater revalues the potential of all resources available, encouraging the participant to believe that ideas can be transformed into tangible and creative actions. As an incredible teacher once said to me, "Take what you get and make it what you need." But before undergoing this process of transformation, we must first learn to identify what we need. Years after the experience with a boy in the theater workshop, I found myself teaching drama history and scenic arts to university students of social communication. These students were interested in film and TV production, photography, script writing, advertising, and journalism. On the first day of each new semester, I would ask them, "Why do you think theater will be useful to you?" I'll admit that a lot of them didn't have a clear answer. Many were fearful of acting and felt a bit defensive at having to take part in a theater production. Slowly but surely, however, their own particular missions would reveal themselves. I would hear things like, "Of course, this type of research is essentially journalistic," or, "Yes, I need to understand a product thoroughly if I want to be able to sell it." Just like the little boy, all of their different callings found a room in the theater house with their names on it. Theater is a place in which many discover what they're good at. I have seen graphic designers, painters, and even marketing specialists discover these passions through their involvement in a theater production. The key is to participate. The World Health Organization recognizes participation as a key indicator of human health and well-being. In order to participate, you must develop your sense of agency. Just like the boy in the workshop, there is no need to change in order to fit in. Theater will take you just as you are. Everyone is accepted because everyone has something to contribute, even if you still don't know what that something might be. Feeling useful in the theater is very easy because there is so much to do. As well as helping students to find their own gifts, devising theater is a practice that teaches the perfect balance between responsibility, teamwork, and creative freedom. The time we waste trying to fit in is detrimental to our ability to get to know ourselves. Creative and collaborative spaces like the arts and theater offer a sturdy network of support, curiosity, and possibility in every child's personal quest for identity, agency, and meaning. I'm Anna O'Callaghan, theater director, producer, and teacher. Join me in this empowering journey to discover how devised theater can unleash creativity and agency in the classroom. We all have something to say, and your students are no exception. Through theater, you can help them navigate their learning journey with determination so they can find not only knowledge, but also themselves. Here we go.